Okay, so this is one from my other channel, and this talks about the Passport Bros. Let's get into it.
I want to introduce myself. I don't want people to know me.
Want to introduce yourself? You want to introduce yourself?
Mm.
No, you
I still can't believe he kissed her on the lips, knowing that she's a streetwalker.
don't want to introduce yourself.
How could she be your girlfriend and she doesn't want to introduce herself? Do you know how stupid this sounds? You can already tell this woman's a sex worker. Thailand is economy is basically based off of sex tourism, just like Brazil. And you say, "Oh, baby, introduce yourself." She tells you, she says, "No, I don't want to introduce myself. I don't want people to know me." But this is the person you say is wifey material. Here we go. And wow, dude, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Let's keep going.
She's a little shy right now, but she's my new girl. She's my new girlfriend. She's
She's a little shy right now. She does not like you.
a little shy, but she is pretty though. I like her. Maybe we'll get married someday. Maybe we'll have kids. You know, have a bunch of babies running around, living the life.
She's thinking in her head, wow, he is so funny. I'm not having kids with you. And you're pretty dumb to have kids with prostitutes. That's what they don't tell you about these passport bros, right? That they are having kids with prostitutes, and these women that they have kids with who are prostitutes do not let them see their kids unless they give them money. Let's keep going.
Tell her. So can you cook? Can you cook?
Yes, I
She,
can cook, I can clean.
yeah. See, this is why I came to Thailand to find a traditional woman. See, in the United States, women don't cook and clean.
That is a lie. Maybe they don't cook and clean for you. What about that? Another thing, all right, is the fact that you went to Thailand to find a wife, a country which is known for sex tourism. So you didn't go to find a real woman who is normal, has a family, that probably lives in the village or some metropolitan part of Thailand. It probably does something that is not sex trafficking, that's not into prostitution. Sorry, you went to go find a woman who sells her body, who has sex with men that she does not like, and she has a ring in her nose. Already, that is a red flag. Shows she doesn't have discretion. She does whatever she wants, even at the detriment of herself and others. Yet you call that, once again, wifey material.
All they do is complain, and we don't got time for that. That's why I got my passport, and I've left. I've left the United States to come seek a wife to have a traditional relationship. So, here, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. This is
You don't even know where her mouth been, and you let her kiss you on the cheek.
my new girl right here. Mm. So, guys, you'll be seeing her a lot more, hopefully, and we'll get to know each other. And I hope you guys subscribe to my channel, man. More men, more United States men need to get their passports and come to Thailand. Find them a traditional wife. Find them a traditional woman because the women in the United States, they don't do us no good. They're not traditional. They don't want to be traditional. They want a traditional man without a tradition, without them being traditional.
But the thing is like you're doing the same thing, going to Thailand and getting prostitutes. What's the difference now? Oh, I don't want no, these women aren't traditional. But you're going to Thailand and you're getting women who are not traditional. What do you think she's going to do if you bring her to the States and you are going away to work and she finds a man that makes good money, makes small chat? And what do you think she's going to do? You think she's going to stay home, cook and clean, and just tend to the kids? No, she's going to find a way to prostitute herself there, find some way to get some leverage and to get money. And she'll probably be cheating on you with a man of her own kind. That's when it's really going to hurt you. That's when you're really going to cry, because a lot of these passport bros are crying. All right? You want to see some tears from these passport bros? Go on the channel Peso Man, and you're going to see a lot of them crying. One dude crying because he went to Mexico, got this chick knocked up in Mexico. Now she doesn't want him to see his son unless he gives her money.
So they want traditional while they're modernized. And we don't want to modernize them. We want a traditional woman. She can cook, she can clean, she's a good woman, and I truly love this girl. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. I love her.
Damn, that's nasty, man. You don't know where, I'm telling you, you don't know where her mouth has been. Yet you putting your lips on her. Ah, man.
Her so much. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Get your passports. Stop thinking about it. If you got to save your money, save your money. Get your passports and plan ahead.
Yeah. Plan ahead. Yup. See, like I said before, nobody would care. Nobody would care if they went off and wanted to go and sleep with sex workers. Nobody would care. All right? But because you decide to go, all right, and open your mouth and say that they're better than women in the States. Prostitutes. You're saying prostitutes are better than normal working women. They're better than black women. Okay? How are they better than the women that you claim to hate in the West, that you say you would never trick for? The women that you say you can't stand if they wear weaves. And the women down in these countries, some of them wear weaves. Okay? Some of them, it's the same issues you have that you had in the West, you have them in these other countries. But here's something else that is very disturbing about the passport bros. Let's check it out.
Running up on me, won't leave me alone. Check it out. You want 100 reals? What's 100 reals? $24. You want 100?
Now this is Big Boss Real Talk, and you're gonna hear what the disgusting thing that he did with a prostitute overseas.
Reals? Come back to the room. But open. Let's see what it do. Straight like that. I showed it. So here's the thing. So we get back to the room. Hey, for the yoga session or whatnot, she is talking about pay me now. I'm like, no, that comes after the exercise situation. I don't do that in no country. And so many sign language, you act like you don't understand what after mean. I get dude's phone to show you the 100 after. You take the phone out of my hand and you type in 200. You got games. Get the fuck out of here. I knew this was a bad idea in the first place. So she started crying and shit like that. And so then I just go bad on her. So my guys got on me for this. I went bad on her. I said, that's why you fucking homeless now. You got too many fucking games. A motherfucker trying to help you out and you can't even act right. You up here playing fucking games. So, dude, I made her feel like this. So as she's walking out like a little puppy dog, I said, you know what? Get your ass back in there. Get your ass back in the room and take your motherfucking clothes off again.
You heard that, right? You heard that. Let me play it back. I'm gonna play the whole thing back.
And guess what? This 4 or 5 come running up on me, won't leave me alone. Check it out. You want 100 rails? What's 100 rails? $24? You want 100 rails? Come back to the room. But open. Let's see what it do. Straight like that. I showed it. So here's the thing. So we get back to the room. Hey, for the yoga session or whatnot, she is talking about pay me now. I'm like, no, you know that comes after the exercise situation. I don't do that in no country. And so many sign language, you act like you don't understand what after mean. I get dude's phone to show you the 100 after. You take the phone out of my hand and you type in 200. You got games. Get the fuck out of here. I knew this was a bad idea in the first place. So she started crying and shit like that. And so then I just go bad on her. So my guys got on me for this. I went bad on her. I said, that's why you fucking homeless now. You got too many fucking games. A motherfucker trying to help you out and you can't even act right. You up here playing fucking games. So, dude, I made her feel like this. So as she's walking out like a little puppy dog, I said, you know what? Get your ass back in there. Get your ass back in the room and take your motherfucking clothes off again. And get.
So that basically he's saying that he basically took it. Basically, that's what's being said here. All right, that's basically what's being said. This is from Sharika Soul. She's saying that these black men, aka passport bros, have made several videos bragging about raping women in other countries, and America is silent. Look what coddling the black man has created. Monsters with low IQ. Damn. So here we're going to look at another one right here, right now. Hold on 1 minute. Here we go.
As funny as it is, but roll a clip.
How to become a successful passport bro. Now, I got me a beautiful Ethiopian queen. I can teach you how to get one. Now, I don't know about Brazil or Philippines or Thailand, but I do know about Africa. Okay, this is how you do it. First up, you get on afrointroductions.com. You register for afrointroductions.com. You get you a nice profile. Make sure you're marriage-minded. Make sure you're traditional, because these women like traditional marriage-minded men. Okay? Avoid West African countries, because West African women are very similar to Black American women. They run a lot of scams. They play games. A lot of them are narcissists. And they just... many of them have bad moral character. So get you an East African woman, such as Ethiopia and Uganda, places like that, okay? Rwanda, all right? Go for those countries. So you can choose the country that you want to search for, and all those women...
Isn't Rwanda having problems? Isn't Rwanda a poor country? You know, I don't, you know, here's what I got. All right, Rwanda's economic freedom score is 57.1, making it its economy 105th freest in the 2022 index. Rwanda is ranked 16th among 47 countries in the sub-Saharan Africa region. An overall score is above the regional average, but below the world average. Okay. This country is not. I'm sorry. These guys right here, passport bros. Like I said, they're going to places where it is horrible. Okay, so they could get some easy cheeks. It's basically what it is. Let's keep going.
Will pop up from that country. Okay. Now, if you want to avoid the women who just want to use you for a green card, you look for a housewife. Okay. Look for a woman who wants to be a housewife. Okay. Ask her if she wants to be a housewife or she wants to work. If she wants to work, it means she's more likely a feminist. And there are less feminists there. There are some, but there's far few in between. If she wants to be a housewife, if she dreams of being a housewife, and she's want to have a family, right? That's a good sign. But if she's a working woman, it means she's probably just out for selfishness.
First of all, if you don't change the battery in your smoke detector, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Second of all, the background music is doing something to me. Turn it off. Turn it off.
It sounds like a scam. The background music sounds like one of those info commercials. Come on. It sounds like he's talking about how to scam these women. All right. Come on now. It's horrible, man. It's just horrible what he's doing. Okay. It's terrible, man. It's sad. It really is sad dealing. Oh gosh.
And how dare you? How dare you say that somebody is likely of low moral character, all while you're making a commercial for what?
Yeah, he's making a commercial how to get some of these women, okay, that they're trying to get online. Some of these women are probably sex workers. They are poor. They don't have any other option to make money to survive. So basically, they have to sell themselves out. They gotta say, "Oh, I want to be a housewife," or to a man that they don't even know. They have no relationship with man. The man is not taking them on dates. They haven't talked to this man, know how he thinks, know how she thinks. This is all about sex. It's not about getting a wife. It's all about sex. And if they want a wife, they want it in a way that they want it in a way that they have complete control. All right. The woman is not going to go anywhere. She's basically a prisoner, a slave. And that's not the way how to be with a woman. The woman has to be okay with actually genuinely liking you and wanting to be with you. Not the fact that she comes from a war-torn country or she has nowhere else to go. So you're the only one she could be with. She doesn't love you. She's with you because of survival. Okay? That's it. Survival. That's basically it. Check out another one right here. Here we go. This is something about you older passport bros too. Fair use. Fair use.
Video, we're going to be debunking the narratives that older passport bros tend to promote. Let's get into it.
Me, as an older woman, I accept that I'm an older woman, but it's something about you pookies that can't realize that you an older man, right? When y'all fix y'all mouth to talk about wanting these young girls.
You know, most of these passport bros, including the older ones, love to chase after younger women and girls, including minors. Of course, they won't ever admit that, but there have been many examples of passport bros getting exposed for messing with minors. You know, they'll take pictures of themselves hugged up with little girls, as sick as that sounds.
That is true. That is true. That is what happens. Some, you know, a lot of these passport bros be impregnating minors, sleeping with mentally ill women because they don't want to pay the full price at wherever they're going for a prostitute. Imagine that. You already go in there for sex work, so now you want to try and nickel and dime or pick up somebody that is a minor who's being sex trafficked, and you're going to sleep with her. Tell you, man. And then they get mad. Well, you know, you're only hammering on the black people, the black passport bros. If white people did this, it's still wrong. If white people want to be serial killers and black people want to do it, should that be justified? And these are African-American men thinking this way. And then you wonder why most of society looks at African-American men who act like this, keyword, who act like this as a joke.
It's true. You know, they'll post it on Facebook, on Discord, and Telegram. Even some YouTube videos. Some of these content creators on YouTube will post videos of themselves with girls, with minors. So there's a lot of pedophilia within the Passport Bros movement. And of course, it doesn't get exposed and it doesn't get condemned. They'd rather sweep it under the rug and condone it versus condemn it. And that's just sick.
It's like you just forget.
They think because the laws in that country, because the law says in whatever country that you could sleep with a 14-year-old and 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, it's perfectly fine. No, it's not fine. It's wrong. That is a 16-year-old girl. That is a 13-year-old girl. That is a 14-year-old girl. It is wrong. Okay? Some of you guys just being passport bros are just trying to get away with your sick desires that you know you can't get away with in the States. That's basically what it is for a lot of you. For a lot of you. That's basically what it is. And you get to do whatever you want to women in these countries because it's not America. But keep it up because one of these days, these countries are going to get fed up. And another thing, most of these countries have technology. So they're watching you when you make stupid commentary. All right. And you think it's cool to say these things. That's why Austin Holloman got ran out of Brazil. All right. Because he was making stupid content trying to make all the women in Brazil be sex workers. His content was making it look that way. And then when I talked to men online, especially on Facebook, they got mad. They all do it. And then trying to justify it. Okay? And then you have men who are like, why are you doing this, man? You're depolicing. I'm not depolicing. The reason why I'm covering this, the reason why I even have a group online, you know, clowning these people is because of the time when I saw in the manosphere that they were giving respects to Sinful the P, a man who impregnated a 13-year-old girl, was a pimp. And this is the same black manosphere that will claims to want to lift up the black community, yet you're uplifting men like Sinful the P who bring it down at the same time. So I can respect that. So So I went after the passport bros. And I went after a lot. See, there's a lot of things I've been going after with the manosphere, especially with the fact that they bash single moms. And then, but then at the same breath, they say, oh, you could use them for recreational use. And you can see the stupidity of the rebuttals they had. Just the constant stupidity. And you realize, wow, these African-American men who act like this really wonder why they get clowned, why they're looked upon as idiots and fools. All right? They act this way. They honestly think that they shouldn't be clowned for the stupidity that comes out of their mouth. And then some of them want to be passport bros, and they're older, and they try. It's just the stupidity, just the more the degeneracy. And this is why you have basically what's going to happen is a lot of these men, when hard times hit, we're facing World War III, we're facing inflation, we're facing all types of stuff. When that dollar loses value and they dare to travel overseas and they can't pay these workers, there's going to be issues. Because these hard times will create a lot of women who will start depending on their men. And they will start having pimps. And they will start putting hands on these passport bros that try to nickel and dime these women. Times are getting hard, and these passport bros are going to feel the wrath of these women through their men. That's what's going to happen. Let's keep going.
You're old. You're an old head. You're a unk, right? Like I'm an auntie, you're a unk. These young kids want people they age. The only reason why they ever drift off into dealing with older people is because normally we're more established, right? More than likely, if we did what we were supposed to do, we got our money together, we got houses, cars, and stable places to stay. That's the appeal we have to the younger audience. But as far as physical, they would always want somebody they age. They would always want somebody around their age.
And this particular talking point isn't just prevalent within the Passport Bros movement, it's prevalent within the manosphere, within the Red Pill, and other dating.
That's true. That's true. A lot of these men are old as dirt, old enough to be their uncle, old enough to, sometimes sad to say, old enough to be their daughter. I mean, I'm not old. I'm sorry, old enough to be they're old enough to be their father. Okay, old enough to be their father, and you're picking women that will not. They're not going to be there for you when you get up in age, and they're still in their prime, and you need a bedpan, and you're losing your marbles. Okay, like Kevin Samuels was saying, "Oh, I'm 50-something years old, and I'm beating off these 25-year-olds with a stick." No, you're not, sir. Especially the fact that you sound effeminate as hell. Okay, I've watched Kevin Samuels live streams, and I cringed at his mannerisms sometimes. And he said, "Oh my goodness, oh my God," like he's part of the Skittles gang. Okay, he said some good things. Okay, but the dude was not masculine. I'm sorry, he wasn't. What younger woman is going to be attracted to a man 55 years old, in his 50s? Okay, he's always in his 50s, and he has those mannerisms. No. And then you expect those types of women that want to be there for you. No, they're not. They just want your resources. They just want your money. And for some reason, that doesn't sink into some of these passport bros, okay? Especially the black ones. Because they want a fantasy. That's what they want. They want that fantasy. They'll sacrifice reality for a fantasy. And then when reality bites them in the butt, they cry and they complain. These women ain't no good. No. These are women. And women want resources, especially when they're in hard times. Let me tell you something. in hard times, women, that feminism is going to go out the window. So that's one thing about these women overseas. They understand that feminism is nonsense when it comes to hard times. They will be extremely feminine in when it comes to hard times. Look what happened in Ukraine, all right? And Ukraine is very much what the West could possibly look like in a few years with its common folk, all right? With all its alphabet support, with all the craziness going on with, going on with their generals, the generals going, playing for both teams, if you know what I mean, and caught in brothels, all right? And the women trying to be all feminist and stuff. Look what happened when Russia invaded. What happened? All those feminist women, they turned very feminine, took their kids and got the hell out of Ukraine. These women in Brazil and these foreign countries, they'd be like, I need a man who's going to take care of me. That's what's going to happen. Or they're going to be very cutthroat and set you guys up to get murdered, to take your resources. All right.
All right, that's it. I'm cutting it off there. You want to check me out on Rumble? You check me out on Rumble. I am also on anything you want to know about this channel in the description box where you could find me. Other than that, I'm done. Basically told a good bit about these passport bros. If you're the type of passport bros actually looking for a wife, then this doesn't apply to you. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's all I got to say. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.